So I'm finally back with the racing lawnmower. The past upgrades I did, you know, pull the pulley swap and stuff like that in the last video. A lot of you guys commented, weld the rear end. I'm gonna add a foot pedal here because the boat throttle deal is kind of a hazard. Weld the rear end together so it's not just a one-wheel peel anymore, so I get better traction, better at drifting. On the last video, which thank you guys for watching that video, it did really well. It's just gonna start tearing this thing down, taking the axle back out, taking it all apart, welding the shafts together, figuring out a pedal of some sort, get into the whole build, the tear down, get to it. So, once you get your transaxle out, you know, you unbolted everything, you made sure everything goes where it's supposed to go. You're gonna start unbolting all of these bolts all the way around it. Forget which side, it's like 8 mil or something like that. And then you split the case in half nicely, obviously after you clean it all up and blow it off, which I already have done. And split it in half and get to the goodies. Once you get the case, all the bolts unbolted, you can start a small chisel pry bar. Find a little seam and just tap around, and eventually you'll get it in half. Well, I just got the two halves cracked apart there. That one there is the top half of the case, and this one over here is the bottom half with the all the gears and the spider gears and stuff right there in the middle that I'm actually going to end up welding. Yeah, the gear oil's looking a little shiny, and there's some gunk and stuff. So obviously clean all this stuff out, you know, clean all the old crap out, and you're obviously going to want a pretty clean surface to weld on. But yeah, I'm going to pretty much brake clean and wipe everything off and get ready to kind of weld pretty much. So that middle one, see when it spins and rotates right there on that other gear, it spins this but prevents this shaft over here from rotating. So by welding that one together, it can't ride around on the bigger gear, the bowl gear, making this all one solid axle. So you can drift and do whatever. So I just finished disassembling the whole transaxle, took out all the gears and stuff and cleaned everything. Okay, so I got the transaxle all covered up, so all the gears and everything's covered from the slag. Just the one little pocket right in there where I'm going to be just tacking both sides and then flip it around. But make sure everything's nice and flat and square, you know, turn it around, make sure nothing's funky and flopping. So I'm going to weld right in the shaft, right on the back side of the two little gears inside, back side in between, and just tack it, and then I'm going to spin it over. Weld it nice and hot, but make sure to get a wet cloth all the way around it so you're not getting slag everywhere. Everything's nice and square. So I just finished tacking everything up in this thing. Gonna finish welding it tomorrow, gonna let it cool off. Gonna weld it just like this outside. You're gonna weld all the way around. You don't get on the gear, obviously, just in between there, both sides. Got all the stuff off of it. We get like literally every little piece of anything off of this thing. And we put that back in the case with the locker and everything, and see how everything spins. Put all the gears back in here, refill it with fluid. to make sure first off that your tires obviously spin together now. You know, everything spins super nice, super freely. Like the pulley, I can turn, I mean, it's in 6th gear right now, and I mean, I can turn the wheels on the pulley no problem. You know, you still got all your gears. For now it's locked, so now instead of just having one tire, now they're both gonna always be spinning all the time. It's time to move on to the pedals. Pretty much I just got this scrap piece here I'm gonna cut down and make a pedal. You know, a hinge, a spring, just some simple stuff, and we'll see what I end up coming up with. The mower done, you know, I locked the transmission, got the pedal done. One thing about the transmission in this thing, when I was putting it back together, I thought I put it together right. I didn't put it together right because you got to really line up. There's two little like brass dowel deals, and if you don't line them up exactly, it's not going to fit. So if you're putting it all together and it doesn't line up like literally exactly, if it doesn't go together exactly, take it apart, do it again. So I got the pedal done. It works, it springs back and everything. But yeah, time to test this thing, see what works, see what doesn't work, see if it's any better at drifting. We're going to find out. But yeah, seems to work pretty good so far. I just eased into it just to make sure everything's, you know, nice and right, nothing's gonna blow up and break. But the pedal works great. You know, it's a lot easier to shift since I actually don't have brakes. I can let off and, you know, go up or down a gear instead of before I was fighting the damn throttle deal. We'll continue testing. So I know a lot of people that make these racing lawnmowers, drift mowers, whatever, they like to change the steering a whole lot. Now on this thing, I mean, I kind of like this. I mean, that angle is kind of crazy, and I don't know, it's just kind of, I don't know, it's kind of a vibe just driving the sketchy lawnmower. But I think we're gonna kind of do a little bit of a top speed run on this thing. It definitely spins the tires a lot more now because they're locked, especially coming off the line. As soon as I give it a lot of throttle, you know, it lights up the tires, and it's a lot easier to slide around already. No brakes. Oh. So far I'm seeing, I mean, I'm getting a lot more traction welding the rear end together now since both tires are spinning at the same time instead of just one. I don't know if it seems to be faster or just a lot more controlled. I don't know, it just seems a lot better, you know, and I haven't really even tried any off-road capability stuff yet. I'm just kind of doing drifting. So for some reason on that last bump, you know, I thought I lost power. I thought the belt came off. And so I checked the belt's still on it, and I tried to start it and run it, and it still wouldn't go. And then I came down here and I looked, and the main drive pulley right here, right where that big hunk of missing metal is. Yeah, there's supposed to be a keyway there, and it just ejecto-cetoed the whole keyway that was on the shaft to the engine. Bolt, drill, weld, do something, back to there because the keyway is no longer there. But we'll get it fixed. So I got the mower back in the shop. I'm just gonna weld this whole thing to the shaft. I mean, I'm never gonna need to take it off. Weld it right in there in that keyway nice and hot and hold everything together. So we're back with the mower. You know, I've been doing some drifting and stuff. So far, the rear end's been holding up great. This is actually kind of the first test after I sheared off the keyway off the main pulley on the bottom. Got that all welded together, held them together so far amazingly. And now we're back to the little hill here. Last time with the unwelded diff, it really struggled. I only made it up. I mean, I'll play the clip. I barely made it up, so now I'm gonna try it. But it clearly does much better donuts, and I mean, it went up that hill, I mean, easily. I mean, no problem at all. I mean, it didn't even spin. And it went up it no problem. Might have to find some more obstacles to kind of test it on. So here I'm going to test a little bit more of the off-road capabilities of this thing, because last time I really didn't do a whole lot of that because I mean, it wasn't very capable at all. You know, just kind of test it out. I mean, yeah, is it really anything like overly impressive? No, but I mean, it is just a lawnmower. I mean, it doesn't have a special engine in it, it doesn't have special transmission in it. It's everything stock off of that mower. I didn't use anything else. This lip, I was trying to, I had it all the way cranked to go this way, and I slammed into these logs here in this dirt until I looked underneath the mower, and there's a piece that used to hold the deck on. I plan on cutting it off, but this is it. So it just, I mean, it sheared it off, but I mean, just for being a lawnmower, I mean, it's got stock suspension, which is basically these tires. So I mean, you gotta keep that in mind. It's just a stock lawnmower. We ran into some problems with the carburetor. It was surging before, and it used to let me go like 1,000 more RPMs in the throttle. Now it just acts like a lawnmower throttle. I go like quarter throttle, anything past that, it just stays at like very low RPM just to cruise around and mowing your lawn. So I added this this here little, basically NOS. This little throttle hooked up to the main throttle deal because it's got some funky stuff still going on. Sit here with it, and I just give it a little, just a little little tug and it just goes like 2,000 more RPMs than it probably ever should. I mean, it's honestly kind of nice. Besides the fact that this gets caught underneath the tire, or I steer with this hand over here, and then I go into a fence and die, but
ah, shit. You okay?
oh, ow. So, yeah, right here. Clearly gave it more beans than I ever should have given it. And ended up, started seeing the fence, funny enough, get a little bit closer and closer. And kind of figured out I was going to hit the fence. But yeah, my whole hand, probably can't show any of this, rubbed against the side of the fence. Back tire hit right here and flipped over. Yeah, I think it made a complete rotation or whatever. I think it'll be alright. I mean, the hood's busted up. I mean, it is what it is. Other than that, though, we're making a complete barrel roll. It looks in pretty good shape. Just shouldn't have gave it beans when I gave it beans. You know, you live and you learn. Ta-da! Got some battle scars. This shirt, low-key, kind of saved my life. But that's what happens when you drag yourself along the side of a barbed wire fence on a lawnmower. But I'm good. Everybody's good. And I have a few things to fix, but